It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Next on Madden Football.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Young to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Shoves him aside. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. And motion left goes a tight end. Here is Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Young. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Carolina! Deontay Johnson, 48 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Seven nothing is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. Signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Now Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Cousins. And complete to Drake London. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Young. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be Falcon football. Now Cousins. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he works free. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Cousins now. Into the hands of London. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Coup now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Young will set to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Following the interception, Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion comes the tight end left. Cousins. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
To throw, Cousins. He's got the connection to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Young now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Young working out of the gun. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Young now from the 50. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action. Young. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Young to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field
can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On play action, Cousins. And this pass is caught by London. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Robinson on a give right side. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Cousins. And caught by London. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up, and Robinson will not get there. Great defense yards at the point of attack, and to stop him short of the first.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Young to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Brooks, 25 yards to the house. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And you're starting to sense the momentum possibly changing just a little here. You get the touchdown in your previous drive, then you force a punt, and now this is a good positive play here to start this drive. And you can just sense the tide starting to turn here in a one-score game.
Fights through and now a crease.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here is Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Young.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Young now.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have regained the lead.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's out quickly to London. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Cousins throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now Cousins. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kirk Cousins keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. pursuing the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Now 2nd and 9.
It's Young off play action.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles, all passes, all completions, and just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Young will set to throw.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this 1st half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. 23 yards, the final tally. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing is Cousins. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Cousins again. That is caught. The Falcons get the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
A 61-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Cousins. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They go play action. Cousins.
Caught by London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Cousins.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Young.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Looking to throw, Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's got room.
Across midfield.
And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 33. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
Cousins. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Cousins to throw it. And it's caught.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Now he's right there on the doorstep now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
And shutting him off, now open field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Young. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Second and a couple. On the give, this is Hubbard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Young to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, Young. And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hubbard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage?
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Tremble.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's got the connection to Moore, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish, and really he'll get the better of the opposing secondary. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
To throw, Cousins.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll try to throw now. Young. Thomas has got it. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Young will set to throw.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Right back to Hubbard.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Young working out of the gun.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Now Cousins. Into the hands of London. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And with that pass, CDs now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Rondale Moore.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Well, now how about this return?
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Young now.
This one into the hands of Thielen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. In motion right here comes Johnson. Looking to throw, Young.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And caught by London. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Cousins to throw it. That is caught on the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Well, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance. Cousins now. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Drake London, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Coup now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
the touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Young.
Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hubbard. Now they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Young to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
To throw is Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And they take a knee.
Second and 11 now. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.